Merry Christmas from the Wilsons, or Christmas soon to come.
Soon to come Christmas.
Is there an air of anticipation inside your home?
Yes.
Are you waiting for Christmas to come? Well, we are definitely looking forward to having you here or online, however you are going to do Christmas this year. We are going to have services here on Friday, 2, 4, 6, 10, not 8, not 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, and 10. And we hope that you will join us. We are very much looking forward to, have been preparing for this moment of family coming together at Christmas time. And we hope that you've been doing the same thing in your homes.
Yes.
What my wife and I want to do today is just briefly hit on some people's responses to the coming of the Messiah, the coming of Jesus, who I don't know if I hit this in every service, is I mentioned the idea of a game changer and how much Jesus coming is a game changer in history. And game changers are things that happen in a game that change the course or the outcome of the game. So somebody hits a home run or somebody makes a shot. And from that moment on, nothing is the same in the game, right? The other team just takes over. And so when we think about Jesus coming at Christmas, it really is in all ways a game changer in light of history, and then specifically in individuals' lives who put their faith in Jesus. It changes the game, changes their lives completely. And so we want to look at kind of 4 game changers when somebody realized, oh my gosh, this little baby is someone special. So Bethany's got passage number 1.
Okay, so I'm looking at Mary, the mother of Jesus, when she goes to visit her cousin Elizabeth. I know her.
It's Mary.
And what really sticks out to me is when Mary shows up at Elizabeth's house, that Elizabeth says, you know, as soon as the sound of your greeting reached my ears, the baby in my womb, that's John the Baptist, leaped for joy. And Elizabeth tells Mary, blessed is she who has believed that what the Lord has said to her will be accomplished. And then Mary goes on to worship the Lord in song, and what we call Mary's song, glorifying the Lord in humility of, like, you know, you've chosen me, glorify your name. And just that Elizabeth says, blessed is she who has believed that what the Lord has said to her will be accomplished. And so recognizing that attitude of faith, or that faith that Mary had, that God said this is going to happen and he's going to bring it to pass. So, and she chooses to worship him because he's faithful. She knows that he's faithful. So that is Mary's response.
And I have the response from Matthew 2:11. Matthew 2:11. It says this, and when they had come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. Can you guess who we're talking about here? The wise men. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented gifts to him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Then, being divinely warned in a dream that they should not enter into go back to Herod, they departed from their own country and in another way. And I think the thing that stands out to me is they had been following the star in anticipation all along. We're going to meet the king. We're going to meet the king. And they come to this child, and their response in that moment just seems like a natural response, probably overjoyed, exciting. It actually says with exceedingly great joy that when they found the child, and then their response is to worship. And actually, it says they fell down and worshiped. So there's this moment of game-changing moment where they meet Jesus, and their response is to fall down and worship. Mm-hmm. Love that.
And then I have the shepherds who, as you know, are out in the field tending their sheep. Angel shows up. Bunch of angels show up. A bunch of them. And their response, when the angels had left, this is Luke chapter 2, verse 15. When the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that's happened, which the Lord has told us about. And so their response, immediate response of, let's go see. Like, obviously, I feel like you're going to believe, like Mary has this faith that God told me this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And then the shepherds have faith that these angels told us that he's been born, like, let's go see what's going on. And so I feel like you're going to have this faith when angels show up and say, hey, this is what's happening. But I feel like what sticks out to me is their immediate response to go and meet the Messiah who is going to change the world for them. And let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about. So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told them about this child. So they go, they see him, and then everybody has to know. And just like spreading the truth, and the excitement of what we've been waiting for has happened, you guys.
Yeah,
so.
for generation from generation, waiting for the Messiah.
Yeah.
And one last one is Simeon. We talked to him a little bit about him this weekend, but he was the one that was waiting for the Messiah to come. He'd been promised by God that he wouldn't see death until that Messiah had come. And then I can only imagine that moment where he's holding the baby Jesus in his arms, and he knows that's the one. He knows this is the one that was promised. And the joy, you talk about a game changer for his own personal life. Now he said, I can come and be with you, Lord, right? I can depart in peace. And also in that moment, what he knows for his people, and I don't know if he has a bigger scope for all of humanity, but he knows that God is going to do something powerful in this little child. So a huge game changer, and he rejoices in that moment as well. So here's the cool thing. Coming up this Christmas, in churches all over, there will be people who will come to church, and Jesus will reach them by the power of his Spirit, and their lives will be forever changed. It'll be a game changer for them. Some he'll actually call back to walk with him again. They'll come to church because they feel like, I want to be at church on a Christmas, and that's great. And they'll come, and God will do something through the message, through the time of worship, for whatever it is. God will use many different things in churches all over the world, and people will come and they'll have that game-changing moment in their life, and they'll, like the shepherds, like Mary, like Simeon, like the wise men, and they will worship. They'll bow and worship, and they will they'll be excited and with exceedingly great joy at what Jesus is going to do in their lives. And so be praying for that this Christmas, and we'll be praying for that, and we'll see you at Refuge. Merry Christmas from the Wilsons.
Merry Christmas.